Hey guys, welcome to The Reality Pill, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of modern dating culture, and of course, here's your meme of the day. Yeah, you can't make this up. The math isn't mathing, and yet somehow we're supposed to pretend this is normal. Give me a freaking break. But you know what? This isn't just a meme, this is literally what we're dealing with out here. You know, the thing that blows my mind about these people, and by these people I mean modern women in their 30s who are suddenly confused about why dating isn't working out for them anymore, is how absolutely contradictory they can be. I mean, the cognitive dissonance is just mind-boggling. They want traditional commitment from men while offering the furthest thing from traditional behavior. They demand six-figure lifestyles while bringing debt and attitude. They want men to chase and pursue while they sit there like prizes to be won. But when you actually look at what they're bringing to the table, nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's unbelievable. Let me show you guys exactly what I mean by that. We got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. Alright folks, so we've got a woman here being interviewed who admits to having a sexual history that would make a sailor blush, but then turns around and applies a completely different standard to the man she supposedly cares about. Take a look. We got a woman here who claims to be dating someone seriously, but her past behavior during COVID exposes exactly what we're dealing with. She thinks it's totally reasonable to make her current man jump through hoops while she gave herself away freely to others. Listen to this disaster.
Have you ever made a guy wait for sex?
The guy I'm dating right now, actually, I made him wait for like 6 months.
Hold on. The current guy that you're hooking up with or dating.
We're dating.
Okay, you made him wait for 6 months.
Yeah.
You said during COVID that you had 6 partners concurrently.
Yeah.
Did you make them wait?
Well, it was different. It was a different situation.
If I found out that a girl had, say, slept with 30 guys before me and she didn't make any of them wait, and all of a sudden, with me, Brian, I'm going to make you wait 6 months. I'm like,
we were
fuck
friends.
you, I'm out.
Oh, hell no. What an absolute disaster. Did you catch that? It was different. Of course it was, sweetheart. When it was Lotwe Butonanaren during COVID, it was a different situation. But now that you've hit 30 and you're looking for a serious provider, suddenly you've got standards and boundaries. Give me a freaking break. You know, I am baffled. I'm sitting here asking myself, what the hell is she even talking about? She literally admits to having 6 partners at once during the pandemic. 6. But the guy she's supposedly serious about had to wait 6 months, and she has the audacity to act like that's reasonable. That's not how the market works. That's not how biology works. That's not how reality works. Now, of course, out of context, it might be hard to understand what's going on here. So let's break it down. She wants the benefit of the doubt for her past behavior. Oh, it was COVID. It was different. I was just having fun. But she wants to impose strict traditional courtship rules on her current man. She wants to sell damaged goods at new car prices, basically. And now, obviously, here's the problem. The hypocrisy is off the charts. She doesn't see anything wrong with giving herself away to multiple men simultaneously during a global pandemic, but the guy who's supposed to commit and provide and be her boyfriend gets to wait half a year while she pretends to be chaste. Are you kidding me? But that's not the only absurd part about this. The angle modern women are taking here is that they can run around for years doing whatever they want with whoever they want, but when they're ready to settle down, suddenly the men have to prove themselves through extended waiting periods and expensive dates. She gave it up freely to 6 guys at once, concurrently, but the man she wants to actually commit has to earn her virtue like he's mining for Bitcoin. It's absolutely mind-boggling. But of course, it gets even worse. It's not just the sexual double standard. It's also the fact that these same women will turn around and demand financial provision from men while maintaining that their money is theirs alone. Look at this next clip. We got another woman here explaining her financial expectations in a relationship, and I warn you, this one might make your blood pressure spike. She's about to tell you exactly how modern women view your money versus theirs.
His money is my money. My money is my money. That's not selfish. That's the standard when you're with a real man. A provider doesn't see providing as a burden. He sees it as his role. And a woman who knows her worth doesn't apologize for it. She multiplies what he gives her. The wrong man will call this gold digging, and the right man will call this partnership.
Give me a freaking break. His money is her money, but her money is her money, and we're supposed to call that partnership? What an absolute clown show. Look, I refuse to take any lecture from women who think partnership means one-way financial extraction. She actually said with a straight face that a real man sees providing as his role while she keeps her own money separate. That's not multiplication, sweetheart. That's theft. That's entitlement dressed up in Instagram, quote, graphics. And it's not just her. This didn't just happen in a vacuum. We've also seen this pattern of entitlement extend into legal exploitation of men. Let me show you what I mean. Now we've got a woman on a podcast admitting to exactly what happens when these double standards meet immigration and divorce law. She married an American man, got her citizenship through him, had a kid, initiated the divorce, and now collects alimony. Let's roll it.
I'm single now. I was married for last 11 years with American man, and we get divorced last year.
And then when did you move to the United States?
It was 2015.
So, okay, you've been here
10 years, yeah. I do have my citizenship.
through your husband?
Of course, yeah. American man bring me here.
And then
Now
you
I'm-
divorced him? Yeah.
No, I didn't. I mean, it was not my choice.
Who initiated the divorce?
Me.
Do you have kids?
Yes, we have a daughter. She's gonna be 9.
Does he pay you alimony?
Yeah, of course. It's just American laws.
Are you guys living in the same city?
Well, he's visiting us in Denver every once in a while, but he's travel a lot for work. But
So you
I
have
was
full custody of your child?
no, it's not whole custody. It's 50-50.
So he pays you child support and alimony.
Yeah.
How long does he have to pay you alimony for?
I think it's a 3.5 years or something, or 4.
How much does he pay you per month?
I'm not gonna say that.
I don't think people should pay alimony.
Like
The
in the
laws
UK.
are really rigged against men, and honestly, it's put society in a place where men really don't want to get married, especially
can see
to
that.
American women, unfortunately. And so I think that's why you're seeing prenups become a lot more common.
Welcome to the wall. Did you catch that? American men bring me here. She literally admits a man imported her, gave her citizenship, gave her a child, and her response was to initiate the divorce and collect alimony for years. And then she has the nerve to agree that laws are rigged against men while she's actively collecting the rigged benefits. This is what happens when you combine the his money is my money entitlement with legal systems that enable exploitation. She wants the traditional benefit of being provided for alimony, citizenship, child support, but she refused to provide the traditional behavior of loyalty and submission. Instead, she initiates the divorce and keeps the financial benefits. The double standard is unreal, and the part that kills me is that not only is all this entitlement clearly going on, but these women don't realize that men are watching. Men are paying attention. They're seeing that modern dating has become a rigged game where you get all the responsibility and none of the authority, all the bills and none of the benefits. You know what happens when you spend your 20s giving it up to 6 guys at once while making your actual husband material wait? You know what happens when you treat men as ATM machines and citizenship farms? I'll tell you what happens. Welcome to the wall, welcome to reality, welcome to consequences. The market doesn't forgive these women are hitting 35, 40, wondering where all the good men went. And the answer is, those men watched the first 30 years and said no thanks. And look where this mentality leads. We see this pattern everywhere. Just look at this clip about men refusing to play the game anymore. We got a woman at a restaurant complaining that men won't approach her. She admits she can tell a guy likes her, but she's waiting for him to make the move. Classic passive entitlement. Watch this.
I was literally at a restaurant, yeah, and I could clearly tell that this guy that was sitting right there, he clearly fancied me, yeah, because he kept like, I don't know, do you know when you can tell, innit? Bro, like, if you like, just talk to me, like, talk to me then, the fuck? Like, why do men never approach me? Bro, like, god damn.
Yeah, sure. Why don't men approach you? Maybe because they've seen the other clips, ladies. Maybe because they know that you'll make them wait 6 months while you gave it up freely to others. Maybe because they know you view their money as communal property while yours is private property. Maybe because they don't want to be the next American man funding your citizenship and alimony after you decide you're done. These are the same women who will demand equality in everything except approach anxiety. They want men to do all the work, take all the risk, pay all the bills, but then they want to call it equality when it suits them. Welcome to modern dating. So we've got a situation that's been making the rounds on social media. Apparently, the Usher effect is real, and it's destroying marriages because some women think that being at a concert gives them a free pass to forget they have a husband at home. We got a woman here who is trying to defend the indefensible. She's talking about a guy who is rightfully divorcing his wife after she got way too friendly with Usher on stage. She claims that because he's a celebrity, it's not really cheating or disrespect. Let's see this mental gymnastics in action.
What I think is crazy is there's a guy that's divorcing his wife because she quote unquote was seduced by Usher on stage at his concert. He was so shocked that she could do this with a complete stranger, but I mean, it's Usher. He's not my crush, but he's not a complete stranger. Like, he's Usher. I know my crush, my husband already knows. Like, I don't even think he would have a problem with it. Like, y'all know who my crush is. I don't think he would have a problem with it. But yeah, like, he's not a complete stranger. What are you talking about? We've been knowing Usher since, like, I don't even know. Like, I was 9 years old. Stop it.
I'm baffled. I'm sitting here asking myself, what the hell is she even talking about? He's not a complete stranger, he's Usher. Give me a freaking break. She is literally arguing that because a man is famous, he somehow has a right of way with your wife. She wants us to believe that the social contract of marriage just evaporates because a guy has a few platinum albums. Basically, she's admitting that her loyalty has a price tag or a fame requirement. If the guy is a nobody, it's cheating. If the guy is on the Billboard charts, it's not a stranger. In what world does that make sense? To your husband, Usher is a stranger. He doesn't know him. He doesn't have a beer with him. He's just a guy who's rubbing up on his wife in front of thousands of people. And now, obviously, here's the problem. The entitlement of thinking your husband shouldn't have a problem with it is just insane. This is the modern woman logic. My feelings and my excitement at a concert matter more than your boundaries as a husband. But of course, it gets even worse. Notice how she says, "We've been knowing Usher since I was 9. No, sweetheart, you've been hearing Usher since you were 9. He doesn't know you exist. But she's created this parasocial delusion where he's a friend so she can justify the disrespect. And for me, it really begs the question, if she's willing to defend this for another woman, what the hell is she doing when her husband isn't looking? And so, this proves that modern dating culture has become completely broken. They've transformed dating from a mutual vetting process into a one-way extraction scheme. They want traditional benefits, men approaching, men paying, men providing, men committing while they withhold sex, but they refuse traditional behavior. They won't be chaste, they won't be submissive, they won't be grateful, they won't even be respectful. Meanwhile, if a man has reasonable standards, like not wanting to marry a woman who had 6 concurrent partners during COVID, or not wanting to fund a green card marriage, suddenly that's toxic masculinity or misogyny or whatever buzzword they're using this week. The double standard is mind-boggling. That essentially tells you everything you need to know about modern dating. And so, brothers, here's what you need to understand. Know your worth. You deserve better than a woman who sees you as a walking wallet and a citizenship opportunity. Do not be the guy who accepts the 6-month waiting period while she gave it up freely to others. Do not be the guy who accepts his money is our money, her money is her money. Do not be the guy approaching women who are too entitled to even acknowledge your existence first. If she's offended by a coffee date, that's a blessing. If she has a history of 6 concurrent partners but wants to make you wait, run. If she refers to your money as multiplication while keeping her separate sprint, you deserve better than high-maintenance entitlement with low-maintenance loyalty. This is what modern dating has become. Women demanding traditional commitment and provision while offering non-traditional behavior, and multiple past partners, financial extraction disguised as partnership, where one person contributes everything and the other contributes nothing, legal and social exploitation of men's labor, money and immigration status, followed by victimhood narratives, when consequences arrive and then they wonder why men are opting out, why marriage rates are down, why good men aren't lining up to be exploited anymore. I refuse to take any lecture from women who think citizenship and alimony are entitlements, but chastity and submission are oppression. These women have become walking contradictions, and the market is finally saying no sale. So we've proven it today. We've got women admitting to sexual double standards that would make a soap opera jealous. We've got financial entitlement that would make a bank robber blush. We've got legal exploitation of men treated like it's just dating strategy. This is what modern dating culture has created. Welcome to reality. The wall doesn't forgive. Biology doesn't care about your feelings, and consequences are real. When you treat men as interchangeable utilities for a decade, don't be shocked when those men decide to invest elsewhere. The cycle continues because these women refuse to look in the mirror and ask what they are bringing to the table besides entitlement. Let me know in the comments. What's the most ridiculous double standard you've encountered in modern dating? How long do you think alimony should last in a marriage, if at all? Should citizenship through marriage be revoked if you divorce within 5 years? I'll be reading your comments and pinning the best response. If you enjoyed this reality check, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next.